This is the audio program for The Rainmaker by N. Richard Nash, presented by Burning Coal Theater. A note from the artistic director. Like a well-built house, a well-made play is intended to last. Plays that are made for the moment have their place in that particular moment, but they don't always speak to us years or decades or centuries later. The Rainmaker is a well-made play. N. Richard Nash built it out of spare parts, sure. A lonely spinster, a fast-talking con man, the motherless family of boys and men, and even the ill-timed natural disaster. All have seen their place in other stories. Few have stood the ravages of time the way this one has. Set in the 30s, written in the 50s, and now in its 7th decade of production in the United States and beyond, the play speaks to me on an elemental level. We see that family. We hear of a larger community, primarily told through the stories of the town sheriff and his deputy. And then we meet someone else, someone from outside, someone who's on the run from the authorities, who has dug himself a hole and seems to have not yet stopped digging. The snake oil he's selling ain't selling, and the salesman himself has all but given up hope that it will. His half-hearted pitch to the family sounds hollow. But then a strange thing happens. Through some alchemical mix of personality, desperation, and sheer blind luck, this other finds himself a home. And in that home, he finds his own talent, his own ability to change things. We might assume that first Starbuck must change himself, but Nash says no. First, Starbuck must find within himself the ability to change others. This is what we used to call selflessness. And when it is unlocked in this play or in life, it can be a powerful thing, a miraculous thing. The Rainmaker is a story, then, of that power, and of the people who, in a far-off place, in a far-off time, desperately needed some rain. In the spring, we'll be doing a U.S. premiere of Paint Me This House of Love by Canadian playwright Chelsea Woolley, and the first out-of-New York production of Being Chaka with the estimable TEA Artistry Collective. Neither is a well-known play like Copenhagen, The Rainmaker, or indeed our final season's offering, Merrily We Roll Along. But both are bold, energetic, funny, remarkably articulate, and each says something profound to say. I hope you will join us for this upcoming little trilogy that will take you on journeys, introduce you to people that you've never have otherwise met, and immerse yourself in communities you never have otherwise imagined. Well worth the ride. Jerome Davis, Artistic Director, December 2024. Burning Coal Theater Company, Jerome Davis, Artistic Director, Simi Kastner, Managing Director, presents The Rainmaker by N. Richard Nash. Directed by Stephen Rudin. Production Stage Manager, Jeremy Vance. Scenery Design, Jordan Jade Carrier. Lighting Design, Trevor Carrier. Costumes Design, Beth Gargan. Sound Design, Juan Eisler. Properties, Bree Flynn. Technical Director, Master Electrician, Barry Jagt. Scenic Charge Artist, Meredith Riggin. House Manager, Carrie Von Sprouse. Assistant Stage Managers, Brenda Bailey and Gabriella Terrio. Fight and Intimacy Coordinator, Jeffrey A.R. Jones. Study Guide, Eric Kildo. ASM Board Op, Addison Florio. Assistant to the Scenic Artist, Coltrane. The Cast, in alphabetical order. Preston Campbell, File. Andrew Price Carlisle, Jim. John Jimerson, Starbuck. Carl Martin, Noah. Dan Oliver, HC. Jim Roof, the Sheriff. Thomas Nash Tedderton, Male Understudy. Laurel Ullman, Lizzie. Jim Roof is appearing courtesy of Actors Equity. Burning Coal Theater would like to thank its board of directors, Pamela Blizzard, Jerome Davis, Grace Gradson, Martha Hilsbeck, Simi Kastner, Deborah Keith, Paul Leon, Jordan Lichtenheld, Adam O'Brien, David Pettori, Elaine Quaglietta, Gwen Swenson, and Cecilia Zuvak. Who's Who in the Cast and Crew. Brenda Bailey, Assistant Stage Manager. Brenda is an educator and multifaceted artist who is performing professionally for over 20 years in the realms of theater, film, music, and spoken word poetry. Brenda has performed in productions with Pure Life Theater, Magnolia Arts Center, and North Carolina Central University. Additionally, she has had the opportunity to assist with wardrobe and makeup in award-winning short films, which were recently highlighted in the Raleigh Art and Film Festival. Preston Campbell, File. For Burning Coal Theater, Hahi Gregory, Meaningless Tale, Art, 9 Lives, Ashton Johannesburg, The Normal Heart, and The Royale. For Justice Theater Project, All the Way. For Bear Theater, Coriolanus. For Raleigh Little Theater, A Raising in the Sun. For Theater in the Park, By the Way, Meet Vera Stark, Henry V, Noise Off, The Complete History of Comedy Abridged, Equivocation, and Psycho Beach Party. Preston is thrilled to be returning to the Burning Coal stage. Andrew Price Carlisle, Jim. A recent transplant to the Triangle theater community from over the Smokies in Knoxville. Recent area credits include dancing at Lunessa with Firebox Theater and Hahi Gregory here at Burning Coal, and Trouble in Mind with Raleigh Little Theater. Favorite roles include Dr. Treves in The Elephant Man and Judas in The Last Days of Judas Iscariot. When not on stage, Andrew can be found playing capoeira, guitar, and board games. His love and gratitude go out to Sally, Yana, and Cora for bringing life into the process. Trevor Carrier, Lighting Design. Trevor is a production stage manager at Kennesaw State University. He earned his MFA in Theatrical Design and Technology from the University of Georgia and his BFA in Theater Design from Columbus State University. Recent scenic design credits include Phantom, Terminus Modern Ballet Theater, Pride and Prejudice, Kennesaw State University, and The Curious Cardinal, Alliance Theater, TVY. His creative focus is centered in art and patron accessibility. Burning Coal, The Royale. Love, O&J. Jordan Jake Carrier, Scenic Design. Burning Coal, Romeo and Juliet, Man of La Mancha, Limbo. Atlanta, Costume Designer. Secrets, Step the Brang Along a Path, The Adoption of Faith, Peter and the Wolf, Terminus Modern Ballet, The Curious Cardinal, Oodles of Doodles, Dinosaur, Alliance, Maytag Version, Sweep, Pseudo Voce, Aurora, Row, The City of Conversation, Horizon, Mercury, Hometown Boy, Actors Express, Mud, Theater Emory, Legacy of Light, Sense and Sensibility, Synchronicity, Regional, Hartford Stage, Arts Center of Coastal Carolina, Alliance Theater, Williamstown Theater Festival, Charlottesville Opera, Atlanta Opera, Educational, Kennesaw State University, Northern State University, University of Georgia, Emory University, New York University, Meredith College, Film and Television, The Piano Lesson, Tulsa King, 6888, Chad Powers, The Bondsman, Exorcist Believer, Descendants, Rise of Red, Wolfpack, Legacies. Training, University of Georgia, MFA, Meredith College, BA. Association of Mental Health Coordinators, L1. All my love and thanks to T and O for being my carriers of light and truth, and to Barry for letting me find my way. We did it, Dad. Coltrane, Shop Dog, Paint Assistant. Coltrane is excited to be a part of another production at Burning Coal Theater. He has been assisting his scenic artist mom in several theaters since he was 7 weeks old. He has no formal training in scenic art, but will retrieve a paintbrush occasionally. He is great at supervising projects, looking cute, and tries to leave a paw print on every set. Coltrane is a 10 out of 10 good boy. Addison Florio, Assistant Stage Manager. Addison is an early high school graduate from SCORE Academy and will be attending Cape Fear Community College in pursuit of studying the arts and film. Addison is delighted to be joining Burning Coal's production of The Rainmaker as Assistant Stage Manager. Addison has been involved in the arts from an early age, beginning on stage with NC Theater Conservatories, Joseph, and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Addison has since continued her involvement in the arts and has expanded her work to stage management, production crew, design, and assistant directing. Works involve Burning Coal's Arcadia, Moonlight, Hymn, A Little Night Music, Kids Right 2324, Copenhagen, etc. Addison applauds the cast and crew for their hard work and would like to thank the audience for their support. Bree Flynn, Props Wrangler, for Burning Coal Theater, Moonlight, and Hahi Gregory. For Raleigh Little Theater, Curtains, Hands on a Hard Body, and Trouble in Mind. In addition to her 10 years of film and technical theater experience, Bree is a graduate of the Savannah College of Art and Design, where she received a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Production Design with a set and lighting concentration. She is grateful to Burning Coal for giving her the opportunity to join the wonderful cast and crew of The Rainmaker. Beth Gargan, Costume Design. Beth Gargan is an avid theater goer and quilter, and is thrilled to have added costuming to her resume about a year ago. Recent shows include Arcadia, Burning Coal Theater, 12 Angry Jurors, and 26 Pebbles, Justice Theater Project. Radio and a Home, Burning Coal's second stage series. Annie Jr. and Matilda Jr., JTP Summer Camp, in the 2024 Kids Right Festival at Burning Coal. Thanks to Jerome Davis for his support, and to the wonderful cast and crew for their collaboration on this exciting show. Much love to Sean, my biggest fan. Juan Eisler, Sound Designer. A native of Kingston, North Carolina, Juan grew up singing and earned a music business degree from Winston-Salem State University. He has worked as a technical director for a local news station, been a DJ in a local nightclub, and a choir director. He has worked on more than 50 plays in venues across the Triangle and Triad of North Carolina. His success has been seen on all sides of theatrical performance as an actor, technician, and director. He is a recipient of a Raleigh Arts Commission's Medal of Arts Award and a current member of the Arts Commission. He is currently a finance and operations specialist at NC State University. Barry Jate, Technical Director. Barry is a resident technical director and has been working as a technical director or master electrician for Burning Coal since 2011. Most recently for Burning Coal, Copenhagen, A Little Night Music, Moonlight, Hymn, Arcadia. If it needs to be built, plugs in, and turns on, he takes care of it. He would like to thank Jerry for putting up with him all these years. John Jimerson, Starbuck. John is honored to be back at Burning Coal after playing Fred in Pinter's Moonlight. A Raleigh-based actor, he hails from Jonesboro, Arkansas, and is a graduate of Hendrix College and Circle in the Square Theater School. Favorite local projects include You Pick It Off in the Cherry Orchard at Burning Coal, John in Vogue Men's Fashions with Urban Garden Performing Arts, and Adagio in Blue, also at Burning Coal. Other local credits include Antonio in The Changling, LGP, Salieri in Amadeus, Leviathan, Dr. Sweet in Bug, REP, and William Defoe in the Worcester's Group, Diary of Anne Frank, LGP. New York City and regional credits include work at the Arkansas Rep, Workshop Theater Company, Willow Cabin, Players Theater, and the Lucille Lordell. John is a proud father to an amazing teenage person. Finally, thanks to the lovely Courtney for her ongoing support of this guy's perpetual theater habit. Carl Martin, Noah, for Burning Coal Theater, All the King's Men, The Man Who Tried to Save the World, A Midsummer Night's Dream, for Man Bites Dog Theater, Nixon's Nixon, The Receptionist, Spirits to Enforce, Now You See Me, 70 Scenes of Halloween, The Trump Card. For theater previews at Duke, Mal II, The Body Artist. For Lino Lead Productions in Ashboro, Leave in Eden. Film, Nothing in Durham, Box Brown. BA from Duke, MED from University of Virginia. Dan Oliver, HC. For Burning Coal, Hahi Gregory and Butterfly Wings. For Stone Suit Feeder, Romeo and Juliet. For Feeder Fest, Holmes and Watson. For Justice Feeder Project, All the Way and Enemy of the People. For Serranus Road, Dry Powder. For Seed Art Share, Well Fed, Well Said. For Little Green Pig, Heads Will Roll, True West, Accountant, Hamlet, and Celebration. For Carborough Art Center, Picasso at the Pan Najal and 10 by 10 Festival. A retired writer, producer, director, Dan spent many years at WRAL-TV and Horizon Productions. Meredith Riggin, Scenic Charge Artist. Meredith is a North Carolina-based artist and is excited to be returning to Burning Coal Theater Company for the production of Rainmaker. This will be Meredith's 9th season painting for Burning Coal Theater. After receiving her bachelor's degree in scenic art from the University of North Carolina School of the Arts, Meredith has worked as a scenic charge artist at several theaters around North Carolina, including William Peace University, Half Pint Theater, Sweet Tea Shakespeare, Triad Stage, City Arts Greensboro Children's Theater, Winston-Salem Theater Alliance, ECU Lawson Playhouse, and several freelance jobs such as painting for the International Festival and painting custom pet portraits through her business, Regan Originals. Jim Roof, The Sheriff. Selected credits for Playmakers, Murder on the Orient Express. For Bartlett Theater, The Flick. For the Ruskin Theater, The Complete Works of William Shakespeare, abridged. Faithful, and over 25 LA Cafe plays. For the Alliance Theater, Wit, Shadowlands. For Seven Stage Theater, All My Sons. BFA from the Theater School at DePaul University. Burning Coal Theater debut. Jim is appearing via courtesy of Actors Equity. Stephen Rudin, Director. Stephen is a professional stage, screen, and TV actor. He's also a playwright, an award-winning director of film and theater, and a professor of theater at Meredith College. As co-founder of Stillwater Communications Coaching, he teaches clients the art of public speaking through a theatrical lens. Favorite film and TV credits include Dawson's Creek, One Tree Hill, Nashville, Ashby, and Gigi and Nate. Favorite theater credits include Evita, Good, All the King's Men, Ash and Johannesburg, Burning Coal, August Snow, Beautiful Star, Baby with the Bathwater, Suddenly Last Summer, Triad Stage, 12th Night, Cocoa Booth, and Is He Dead, Deep Dish. Recently, Stephen has directed the short films Jesus Brother James and Do Harm, which earned 9 laurels in film festivals around the United States. Currently, he is crafting his first screenplay, a horror film based upon many haunting experiences he has had. His favorite directing credits include Waiting for Godot, The Tempest, and A Midsummer Night's Dream. He is excited to be directing this beautiful play at Burning Coal with such a tremendous cast of theater professionals. Stephen would like to thank his kids, who keep him young at heart, and his wife Tamara, for the support and love in being his own Millicent. Gabriella Terrio, Assistant Stage Manager. Gabriella is a singer and lyricist who has delved into the Triangle's theater realm. She is thrilled to be working on Burning Coal's production of The Rainmaker. Gabriella's previous experience includes roles in NRACT's 2024 production of Everybody's Talking About Jamie, where she played Fatima. Theater in the Parks, By the Way, Meet Vera Stark, in which she portrayed Lottie and Carmen, and the ensemble in McGregor Hall's 2024 summer production of SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical. Her talents have been recognized with the prestigious 2024 RLT Spotlight Performer Award, a testament to her hard work. Additionally, she served as an assistant stage manager earlier this year for Burning Coal's 2024 productions of Him and A Little Night Music. Her other credits include appearances in Raleigh Little Theater's 2023 production of Last Stop on Market Street, where she played one of the leads, Nana, and leading the choir in Carrie's Players Theater's 2023 winter production of A Gift to Remember. Gabriella has felt unstoppable in her theater pursuits, and you can catch her next performance in Burning Coal Theater's 2025 production of Merrily We Roll Along. Thomas Nash Tedderton, Swing, Fight Captain. For Burning Coal Theater, Silent Sky, The Life of Galileo. For Playmakers Repertory Company, Hamlet, Much Ado About Nothing. For Virginia Shakespeare's Festival, Romeo and Juliet, Cymbeline. For Annapolis Shakespeare Company, Love, Slaver's Lost, A Christmas Carol. For Sweet Tea Shakespeare, Richard III. For Compass Rose Theater, Inherit the Wind, and more. BFA from Shenandoah Conservatory. He sends his love to Gallon and their 2 dogs, Ophel and Guapo. Laurel Ullman, Lizzie. For Burning Coal, Hahi Gregory, Silent Sky, Galileo. For Burning Coal's second stage, Or Crumble, Lay Me Down, Justin Timberlake. Closer. Other Triangle appearances include 12 Angry Jurors with Justice Theater Project, Small and Tired, and Contractions with Commonwealth Endeavors. The Fairy Tale Wives of Russian Girls with Man Bites Dog, and Hearts Like Fists. 5 Lesbians Eating a Quiche, and Cloud 9 with Tiny Engine, among others. Laurel studied theater at UNC Greensboro. Jeremy Vance, production stage manager. For Burning Coal Theater, Silent Sky, A Great Big Woolly Mammoth Falling from the Ice, I and You. For Justice Theater Project, we are proud to present. For Raleigh Little Theater, Doubt a Parable. Misery, The Surprising Story of the 3 Little Pigs. For RLT Teens on Stage, Xanadu. For Light on Elite Productions in Asheboro, Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill, and Pride and Prejudice. Jeremy received a BFA in Theater Arts with a concentration in Stage Management from East Carolina University. They want to thank Riley for supporting the pursuit of the arts. Carrie Von Sprouse, House Manager. Carrie has been with Burning Coal since 2013. She is a graduate of Appalachian State with degrees in theater education and creative writing. Her most recent credits include INU, AD, 100 Words for Snow, AD, A Great Big Woolly Mammoth Falling from the Ice, ASM, and The Cherry Orchard, ASM. Preston Campbell, File, is wearing an untucked, unbuttoned, tan button-up shirt with a sleeveless white shirt underneath. He is wearing a yellow badge that says Deputy on his left breast. Andrew Price Carlisle, Jim, is wearing a green, brown, and white plaid shirt tucked into khaki pants with a brown belt and brown shoes. John Jimerson, Starbuck, is wearing a black vest with gold buttons. Underneath is a white patterned shirt. He is wearing a yellow cowboy hat with blue jeans. Carl Martin, Noah, is wearing a bluish-gray button-up shirt tucked into dark jeans with a black belt. Dan Oliver, HC, is wearing a yellow and green plaid shirt tucked into blue jeans with a black belt and is wearing black shoes. Jim Roof, the sheriff, is wearing a tan button-up shirt tucked into black pants with a black bow tie and a yellow sheriff's badge. He is wearing a yellow cowboy hat. Laura Ullman, Lizzie, is wearing a knee-leaf brown and white floral patterned dress with white ridge-edged sleeves. Set description: a rustic farmhouse with see-through wooden panels that leads outside to a dead cornfield surrounded by hay. The home features an old sink, a black metal stove, a writing desk, and a brown rotary phone. A wooden moon is visible through the back wall. The stage is painted to resemble wooden floors that leads outside, which is covered with dirt. Upstage features a sheriff's office with a wooden desk and wooden chairs. We thank our 2024-2025 supporters. If you would like to join Burning Coal's growing list of supporters, please give us a call at 919-834-4001 to make a tax-deductible contribution. Burning Coal Theater would like to thank its season advocates, Sam Applegate, Diane Arsenault, Catherine Atchison, William David Austin, Krishna Ball, Regina Barata, Marjorie Bass, Lair Block, Dana Bottomley, Ian Bowater, Mary Caldwell Benita, Jennifer Caserta, Jasmine Selleck, Rebecca Clark, Bartholomew Cohn, Layman Collins, Natalie Cooper, Jean Gordon, Evelyn Cruz, Susan Kierden, William Daniel, Heather Denley, Betty Deagle, Jenna Dymel, Caffeine Lowe, Terry McCaughey, Donna McNeil, Larry Meisner, Melanie Mitzer, Linda Small-Mowry, Michael Oflada and Linda Daniels, Joyce Pollock, Judith Presser, Suzanne Prince, Charles Putterman, Elaine Qualada, Carla Reck, Shalom Roddick, Ruth Sapie, Julie Siebert, Mary Seabrack, Molly Stewart, Norma Suarez, Terrence Sullivan, Brian Sweeney, Kim Wasserman, Edie Webb, Melissa Zepp, Cecilia Zubek. Burning Coal Theater would like to thank its season associates, Rhonda Bean, Christopher Bell, Kurt Benrud, Amy Blackwell, Shauna Blevins, Caroline Cataldi, Christina Clyburn, Kathy Covert, Jerome Davis, Kay Dickerson and Robert Van Wessep, Lisa Finaldi, Mary Giuseppe Greenberg, Jean Gross and Donald Miller, John Gully, Kathleen Hall, Esther Hall, Ruth Heaton, Mark Heed, Linda Johnson, Barbara Kennedy, Martha Carabawi, David Kalinsky, Dora Kripapawi, Nicholas Kaiser, Richard Lopert. Burning Coal would like to thank its season contributors, Gus Allen, the American Online Giving Foundation, Inc., Slee Arnold, Donna Bailey, Ann Bullard, John and Meg Calcagni, Allie Mae Carnes, Jacoby Daly, Martin Demko, Catherine Dixon, Yang Ying Fan, Mark Filiacy, Ian Finley, Anya Arthur Gordon, Jessica Gottwalt, Dave and Sue Huff, Marilee Jacobson, Rachel Gordon, Annie Lang, Alexander S. Lawrence, Griffin Lockett, Amelia Lumpkin, Leah Mazzati, C.N. Milkerson, John Middlesworth, Carolyn Miller, Kathleen Milligan, Russ and Heather Owen, Deborah Owens, Blaze Strand, Gwen Swenson, Ike Tekazashi, Mark Thompson, Owen D. Wade, John Wall. Burning Coal Theater would like to thank its season benefactors, Melinda Abrams, Julie Bagley, Linda Carl, David Castile, Linda Clark, Lucy Daniels, Linda Davis, Donna Falvo, Jane Florence, Martha Garrity, Larry Early and Renee Gledhild Early, Bill Halverson, Mark and Carol Hewitt, Carol Holland, Samuel Jackson, Nancy Johns, Ken Johnson, Catherine Lagana, Lori Mall, David Marshall, Linda and Jim Martin, Christopher and John McLaughlin, Carol McNeil, Adam O'Brien, Rose Parley, Susan Perry and John Montgomery, Thomas Phillips, Judith Plummer, Janet Ramey and Dave Edwards, David Raney, Larry Robbins, Stacy Zabarski, Angela Santucci, Laura Sebastian, Ian Shields, Don Schutt, James Smith, Michael Sneed and Marisol Martinez, Barry Sullivan and Alan Scott, Andy Whiteman. Burning Coal Theater would like to thank its season patrons, Janine Abmar, John Adio, Smith Anderson, Lisa Anthony, Susan Acock, Sandra Burkhead, Pamela Blizzard and Willis Lumpkin, Claudia Brown, Linda Davis, Alexander and Georgia Donaldson, Glenn Durham, Linda and Rob Grew, Deborah Gruder, Don and Kay Hobart, Martha Heelsback and Chris Bobbleblack, Curtis Kez Fang and Sharon O'Neill, Mark Katzner, Deborah Keefe, Elizabeth King and Bland Gerber, Rick Labach, Paul Leon, Amy Matthews, Nancy McFarland, Judith Moore, Greg Paul and Mary Hart Paul, Ralph and Francine Roberson, John Serrett and Kathy Klotzberger, Kim Schneider, Connie and Robert Schertz, Mark Wilson, Matthew Douglas, Wayne Dubansky, Natalie Enders, Susan Epperts, Elizabeth Feldman, Patrick Florio, Todd Foreman, Joe Fortunato, Leslie Foster, Abby Fralix, Jacques Galtz, Victoria Garrick, Jean Gibson, Michael Gilbert Singletary, Deborah Gillingham, Jackie Gordano, David Glass, Stephanie Gutnick, Claire Hacken, David Hart, Tasia Hawkins, Tom Haynes, Gary Hines, Judith Jones, Nathaniel Jones, Susan Kellerman, Sarat Kadat, Tamara Kazan, Susan and Ken Kraus, Martha Lamb, Jordan Lichtenheld, Kit Lowe, Gavin Lockhart, No Lopez Cruz, Adrian Lumpkin, Margaret Maloney, Lauren March, Joanna Maynard, Ellen McDaniel, Deborah McGill, Jason McKenzie, Eric Mitchko, Joy Morrose, Andrew Ninny, Siobhan O'Connor, Arthur Powers, Edith Pointer, Carmen Prito, Ava Bracknow, Dimitri Ravanos, Natalie Ray, Alex Rise, Crystal Roberts, Frank Rodiger, Joyce Rothschild, Mary Rowland, Madri Salzman, Susan Sanford, Raphael Sierri, Brooke Spencer, Sean Springer, Elizabeth Strickland, Elizabeth Swaringen, Laura Tassin, Sudie Taylor, Bonnie Tilson, Robert Upchurch, Patrick Wallace, Daniel Reinweb, Victoria Wilburn, Ruth Ann Wimmer, John Wood, Lisa Wood, Aaron Wright, Ashley Wiley, Linda Zarimba. This program is supported in part by a grant from the United Arts Council of Raleigh and Wake County. Additional support is provided by the North Carolina Arts Council, a division of the Department of Cultural Resources. Burning Coal is supported in part by the City of Raleigh through a grant from the Raleigh Arts Commission. Burning Coal is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation. Thank you to our season sponsors, the Raleigh Arts Council, the United Arts Council, the North Carolina Arts Council, the Schubert Foundation, Smith Anderson Law Firm, the Classical Station, Sarah Winters Web Design, the Residence Inn, and Timpton Terrace Restaurant. Burning Coal Theater would like to thank our Take a Seat donors, Jeanne Abmar, William David Austin, Julie Bagley, Carla and Dawn Berryann, Pamela Blizzard and Willis Lumpkin, Allie Mae Carnes, Linda Clark, Lucy Daniels, Phyllis and Martin Dimko, Alec and Georgia Donaldson, Jean Gross and Donald Miller, Lang Ying Fan, Ian Finley, Abby Fralix, Friends of John Allure, Martha Garrity, Linda Grew, Mark and Carol Hewitt, Martha Heelsback and Chris Bavelvac, Dave and Sue Huff, Paul Leon, Griffin Lockett, Amelia Lumpkin, Marty Lamb and Melinda Abrams, Leah Mazzotti, Christopher and John McLaughlin, John Paul Middlesworth, Kathleen Milligan, Judith Moore, Michael O'Fowla, Russ and Heather Owen, Janet Ramey and Dave Edwards, Connie and Robert Schertz, Angela Santucci, John Serrett and Kathy Klotzberger, John Shutt, Ian Shields, Mary and Gerald Seabrack, Mike Sneed and Marisol Martinez, Louise Stanley, Blaze and Caitlin Stren, Elizabeth Strickland, Barry Sullivan and Alan Scott, Ike Takazashi, Mark and Judy Thompson, Town Bank, David Wade, Anonymous. Burning Coal Theater would like to thank our Fuel the Fire donors, Lisa Anthony, Susan and Ron Acock, Mary Ann Baldwin, Carla J. Berrien, Pamela Blizzard and Willis Lumpkin, Brian and Carson Bryce, Ruth Bromer and Joseph Huberman, Margaret and John Calcani, Linda and Philip Carl, Kathy Covert, Rebecca Crossan, Jacoby and Jerry Daly, Linda Davis, Philip and Marty Demko, Kay Dickerson and Robert Van Wessep, Alec and Georgia Donaldson, Larry Early and Renee Gledhild Early, Michael Fieser, Laura Ford and Patrick Barron Birch, The Freedom Forum, Grace Gregson, Rob and Linda Grew, John Grudson and Steve Coons, Mark and Carol Hewitt, Don and Kay Hobart, Herbert Hune, the IBM Corporation, the Elizabeth and Joseph Kahn Foundation, Curtis Casfang and Sharon O'Neill, Deborah Keefe, Suzanne Kennedy Stoskoff, Elizabeth King and Blaine Gerber, Rick Lebach, Annie Lang, Alexander and Carol Lawrence, Paul Leon, Dorothy Lickwert, Greer and Chuck Lysott, Don McLean and Laura Sebastian, Lori Mull, Jim and Linda Martin, the Honorable Nancy and Mr. Ron McFarland, Richard and Carol McNeil, Charles Meeker and Terry Mahahi, Larry Meisner, Judith Moore, John and Mary Nash Rusher, Michael Ofadla and Linda Daniels, Susan Perry and John Montgomery, Greg Paul and Mary Hart Paul, Tom Phillips, Ashley Quingens, David Ranney, Ralph and Francine Roberson, Patricia Saling and Keith Burridge, John Serrett and Kathy Klotzberger, Eric and Kim Schneider, Connie and Robert Schertz, Jim and Linda Smith, Gwen Swinson, John and Terry Wall, Linda Wharton, Andrew and Gwen Whiteman, Daniel Wilkinson, Mark and Tricia Wilson, Carol Winter, Jean Wojciechowski and Jane Florence, Joe Wolozin, Wyrick Robbins, Cecilia Zuvik,